If you want to escape the normal 9 to 5, my recommendation is to jump into high ticket sales, and more specifically, and what this video is about, into appointment setting, which is the entry level of high ticket space. Now, if you're not familiar with high ticket space is constructed and what you need to know to be able to do that, we'll go through this entire step by step video so you can have the absolute almost knowledge to know exactly what to expect, how much money you can make, and all the answers. So whether you have experience or not, we'll go through that as well. So my name is Dennis Tado. I'm already a setter on a coaching real estate offer, and previously I was a setter closer on another marketing agency. So let's skip through all of that and go through the entire video, entire training, and give you some more proof so you can see of what I actually do on a day-to-day basis. So let me jump into my computer for a sec. So I'm going to give you the playbook inside of this entire training. So the set of foundations, what is appointment setting, my exact results, how much money you can make, how much time does it take to learn, who is this for, how to find a job in demand, and what is next once you achieve that. So let's go through it. Before that, though, I would like to take 10 seconds of your time so you can take a selfie with the training on the background and post it on your Instagram stories and tag me on your Instagram stories so I can share that on my Instagram. I'm going to make sure that to leave that description down below. So, what is appointment setting? Appointment setting is for any business that sell any type of services online. So, you can do this from anywhere in the world as long as you have a laptop or a PC, internet connection, a headphones and a camera. A laptop is more than enough to be able to do that job. So, the main purpose of appointment setting is for you to book appointments to your sales, your closers calendar. Now, there's so many different scenarios on how this can be executed, whether there's going to be a two close call, or it's going to be triaging over the phone and you be booking them over the phone. So this depending on how the company is triaging all those prospects or those clients would really fill into those criteria. Now, this is my exact results up to date. So I know the numbers might not seem the best, but I'd rather give you the real deal so you know what you expect. And also, I'm going to cover a little bit of how you can improve some of the things. So, right now, my current show rate is not great because we currently working on improving the marketing, improving the nurturing system, and also other components that outside of your own control within the company. So in this case, if you're in a similar situation, then just do what you can best for you to be able to perform your job, and then let everything else just be the responsibility that falls under the founder, under the person who owns the company or the manager. It's not really your job to tell them how to do it, even though I can go through some of the steps on what are the things that you should be recommending so you can stand out from the rest of the competition. And for the commissions alone, on August 2025, I made about $1,000 a month. I also have a 2K base salary, so I'll make about $3,000 on just started on this new offer. And this is going to be a very low month for me, and it's only going to be more and more as we wrapping up the marketing process and the nurturing process of the company. And this is my exact results. As I said a closer that I worked for another marketing agency that was the only person that was setting my own deals and closing my own deals. I had a 90% offer rate and 90% show rate from all the appointments that I personally generated. And out of that, it was a one close call on one of the prospects. Now, you're going to soon realize that not every single company is the right fit for you to work. So you have to be able to make the right decisions to moving forward. So, how much money you can possibly make on appointment setting, depending on how the company structure commissions and also whether they give you a salary plus commission or it's just commission based, it will really vary on how much money you can potentially make. Having said that, a key thing that I want you to be looking at when applying on these companies is for them to do at least $50,000 in revenue, sorry, in cash collected every single month. So the marketing aspect of things is at least decent. And because also the fulfillment side of things is going to impact the total sales that you do. So coming back to how much money you can possibly make, you can make anywhere from 1 to 3 or $3 to $5,000 every single month, depending on some companies that setters can make $6 to $8,000 every single month. And just bear in mind that appointment setting is just the entry level in high ticket space. So there's multiple levels to it. How much time does it take for you to learn? Now, this is something that varies from person to person. I personally coach a student of mine that has some sales experience, but for you to be able to be fully wrapped up in the knowledge that you need to, that requires for you to step into the high ticket space, I would say, how quickly can you learn? How adaptable can you be? How coachable can you be? How much of an ego do you have? Because all those different attributes, they're going to be the end result of how quickly you learn, but also how quickly you adapt in any current situation. I personally, it only took me and a couple of weeks because I also had some sales experience in the background. But again, it's a learning curve. You need to be able to be on your game every single day. It doesn't matter whether you spend, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It's a learning process that you always get better with repetition, and you learn something new by looking what other successful people are doing in your current situation. So this will vary based on you. Now, who is this for? And I think this applies to anybody that is looking to get outside of the normal 9 to 5, get into the location freedom they're always looking to have, the financial freedom they're looking to have. Now, the number one thing here is skill. And how can you separate yourself from the rest of the competition, even without having no experience? And I'm going to make sure that I give you my ultimate best to give you the entire workflows, SOPs, KPIs, the entire systems that you ever need for you to achieve those dreams. Now, how to find a job in demand? I'm going to go over through that in just a little bit, but the usual way, and most people are not aware of, they're just looking around on Facebook groups, LinkedIn. They say, hey, you should go and see who run ads so you can start emailing. And this can work to an extent, but how do you know how many out of these people are looking for an appointment setter or are looking for a closer, depending on what role are you applying for? Now, what I recommend is repselect.io. I'm going to make sure that I'll leave a link down below. And if you use the code playbook, you're going to get 10% off. This is a place where you as a sales rep, you can log in and start applying to what available jobs there are right now in the market all over the world. So you can see what are the expectations. And so you can see this is what they're asking. These are the criteria. And also this is the place that's in demand. Companies are going in there applying for to get a sales rep and hire people. So it's very cheap. It's only $15 every single month for you to join. And if you use the code playbook, you also get 10% off. So with that being said, what is next? So let's say you now started working as a setter, triaging appointments and you booking appointments. Now there's certain levels to it. So in high ticket space, you have so many things and to ascend to. So you can become a closer, so you can get a bigger paycheck, a bigger commission structure, depending on how many deals you close every single month. Or you can, and then eventually you can become a sales manager. But one thing that I see every single person is pushing in, and you should become a closer because here's how much money you can make and all those things. And you can make a lot of money becoming a closer, don't get me wrong. But if you don't have the experience, if you don't have the knowledge, and if you don't know the offer itself, how can you expect somebody to keep you accountable? Because they will keep you accountable, and the amount of responsibility you will have and the pressure that you have on your soldiers will be way more than just being an appointment setter, learning the role, staying a little bit to understand the offer, see what questions are coming up, see what question the objections that are coming up. And the best thing is that you can review the existing closes calls and the recordings to see how they perform. So you don't have to find everything out by yourself. So you just copy and paste and adapt what they do, their processes, their tonality, their questions. Because at the end of the day, if you ask the right questions with the right tonality, you're going to close more deals as long as those deals are qualified based on you scheduling those appointments in the first place. Now, see you in the next one.